What is your opinion and outlook as it relates to, us, everybody on the planet now having a super smart, high IQ GPT agent we can talk to? What does that do to the consulting world? Talk to me, Simon.
If you are a consultant, now you have a competitor. And I would take them very, very seriously. So I think consultancies with AI are now 10 times more productive. And without it, you are history. So how we are using AI, we're heavy users of Claude. We went from Claude to Claude Pro to Claude Max. I'm paying a few $100s for Claude by Anthropic. And I would love to pay even more per month because it gave us something like 15 employees. So for example, in the Sprint Club, 217 members right now, and it's 24/7. Like we're Jarvis for them. And so they are asking questions 24/7. And a recent question was, Simon, I just have 2 hours per week to work on the business. The rest I'm working in the business.
Mm-hmm.
How should I use these 2 hours? What's the highest leverage activity that I can do in these 2 hours? Should I increase my pricing? Should I increase the number of referrals that I get per week? Should I increase the conversion rate, so the win rate in the sales call in percentage this week? Or should I just land one more deal?
Okay.
Great question with 4 variables. And so I go to Claude and say, Claude, can you build a dashboard that shows in real time? I want to model this in real time. What happens if I just improve the conversion rate by 1%? What's the impact on revenue and on profits? Pretty complex, right? You would need weeks to build that live dashboard. Guess what? 1 hour later, that dashboard was live in the Sprint Club. And it's still live there and people are using it. So this is the superpower. I don't know how to code. I will never learn how to code. I don't need anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. Yeah, I don't think you need to learn how to code. Right? Yeah.
No, don't learn how to code, guys. Learn how to use the AI. And then I said, okay, but now I need a different color for the profits because it looks similar to the revenues. Can you make the profits in green and the revenues in orange? Boom, it did that. I published it in the Sprint Club. I said, guys, start using it. Try to break it. Tell me where it breaks. And now they're using it. And whenever they break it, I go back to Claude and say, hey, it breaks when I do this. Can you improve it? And it will improve it. So whatever you are doing, your operations, start with AI there. Don't use it to create images with 6 fingers. Nobody cares about that. Use it or use it to solve your main operational problems that you have on your desk right now.
Let's take a pause right there. That's a beautiful statement. And I was thinking about it this morning. Thought about doing a social media post on this. And I post about AI all the time, but I literally every single day now, if there is a repetitive routine task that I do, I am trying to find a way to automate it with AI every time, no matter what it is. If I'm going through my day and I think to myself, man, I do that every day. Okay, let me figure out how to build an agent or a chat GPT or whatever. I got to figure out how to automate that. Anything that is tactically repetitive, I'm trying to figure out a way to automate it.
Totally. And over the next days, I will go to Claude and say, hey, Claude, this book that I'm doing with Jay Abraham now, I don't want it to burn me out like the old one did. Let me tell you what sucked when I was writing the old one. Help me find a better process. Let's be the project managers of this. The criteria are, it's fun, it helps a ton of people, and it doesn't burn Simon out. Let's go. Let's start with the milestones. Help me think through the milestones. Help me decide the publisher. Help me decide this. And it will be my thinking partner.
Yep. This is good conversation, but my question now is, because I'm sure you're thinking about this, because I think about it. I'm like you. I would consider myself pretty versed on AI, more than most of my friends. I'm not an expert, but I'm definitely in the top tier. You know, if I go down to the pub and I have some beers with my friends, I'm ahead of most of them, right? Anyway, and so there are often times, even with our current clients, because Riderflex, we're a recruiting and staffing firm. That's our day job besides the podcast. And, you know, we'll produce something and we'll do it efficiently and quick and fast. And of course, we've used AI to help us in the production of whatever it is we're producing. And my friends or my clients, you know, their minds will just be blown. They'll be just like, oh my God, that's so great. I can't believe you did that so fast. La, la, la. And I have a strong sense that is a short-lived praise mechanism, because as the regular commoner gets more used to using AI and they catch up with me, I'm not gonna be able to blow their minds as easy, because they're going to be using it just like me, and a lot of people aren't yet. And so I feel like there's this short window of me looking like a freaking genius until everybody else figures it out.
Yes, enjoy it. And I think the really relevant thing is to stay the person that gets asked. So you are the guy that gets asked about the newest way of doing things, right?
Yeah.
So how do you stay that? I think you stay that by focusing all these AI superpowers on your core operations. Like you staff people, like you solve recruiting problems for people, staffing problem, people's problem, right?
Yeah.
And if you direct the AI on that, hey, how can I have the best database on the planet? How can I be the quickest to find a solution even before they ask me the question? So you start making it your thinking partner for the highest leverage problems that you solve for your clients. Because, and that's the blue one. I call it the strategic value. What is it that people actually buy from you when they buy from you? What they actually buy is never a product or a service. What they actually buy is, hey, Steve, help me be ready for what's coming. I don't know exactly what's coming. So help me be ready for, if you're an expert, you know what's coming. And so tell me and help me be ready. That's what I pay you for.
Yeah.
That's the blue one. And so people who have strategic value will always be the people that get asked. And where you feel, okay, they're an expert, they know what's coming, let me ask them, and I'm happy to pay them a lot of money because they will make me ready for what's coming. And that's the most important thing for me.
That's good stuff, Simon. Really good stuff. And I think there's definitely opportunity there to continue to be the person that's asked. You know why? Because so many people just won't invest time to learn or stay up on top of the knowledge. They just won't spend time on it. They're busy watching their little Netflix TV shows or whatever, and they just won't spend time on it. You know, and because they don't want to, or they find it boring, or they don't find it interesting, or you know, whatever. They want to watch. They want to look at cat pictures all day long on Facebook for 6 hours, and they don't want to spend time. And so that's okay, cool. You know, and then call me when you need me, because I'll be on top of it.
Yes, absolutely. They have many things in their life, right? And if you can help them with one of them, let that be your strategic value.
How about this? Let's go futuristic here as we wrap up the call. By the way, that was all great advice. Appreciate you sharing that. Let's go futuristic. Where are we headed, man? You're probably like me. Whether it's AI or robotics or whatever, you're probably on top of it. Where are we headed? Do you think we're headed towards? You got these two camps, right? You got the dystopia. Oh my God, Terminators are going to kill us all, and then you got the utopia. Robots are going to create this awesome world. None of us are going to have to do anything. Where are you in there?
I think I'm quite optimistic. And so everybody focuses on this dystopian side. But actually, if you look at, we had horses and then we had cars, and everybody was afraid of cars. Oh my God, they're going to kill everybody. And now cars are normal.
Yeah.
And still we have some horses.
True.
And here in Vienna, in my city, horses are even used for transportation because it's fun. You don't need it, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
It makes this click, 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 click. It's fun. And so they do it for fun. So I think the big fear is, will everybody lose their job? No, but it will drastically change, right? Most of my clients, they need just 1/3 of the people that they needed last year. 1/3. So if they wanted, they could cut 2/3 of their people because everything is now more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't cut 2/3. Many of them, they cut 1/3, but the other third, they get actually more interesting problems to solve. Hey, now that you don't have to do that research, because research is now done by AI. So come with me, help me solve that actually bigger problem that I have. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I'm overpaid to do that. Well, find a way. Come with me, find a way. And you have tools. So you're not alone. You have tools that you can use. So now they have more tools to use. They will get more responsibility because they will get higher leverage tasks, more creative tasks. And to be honest, if a task can be done by a machine, should it really ever be done by a human?
Yeah, good question. What happens to the third that gets laid off? Universal basic income? What do we do for those people?
Well, just because this company or this team doesn't have your perfect task doesn't mean there isn't one. So actually, I'm somebody who has no job. I create my job on my own every week. It's pretty cool to be jobless, to be unemployable. You become an entrepreneur.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a positive outlook. And I try to stay super positive too. I really do. I lean towards where your answer. I'm a little more pessimistic as it relates to the short term. I do think longer term we will, quote, figure it out and the dust will settle. I sense that there's a shorter term messy period where cuts are happening faster than new jobs can be created or faster than people can pivot or be retrained. And that will cause some shorter term pain until the dust settles. I'm a little nervous about that.
Yes, but as a door closes, a new one opens. So many companies, they will lay off and they should lay off, but other companies will emerge at the same time. New companies will emerge for the same reason, right? The same innovation. The other side of the coin is that that technology creates new opportunities now. And now you have 5 new companies and they need people.